Hi, I'm Rebecca, and welcome to my podcast, Smashing Through with Rebecca.x. I am so excited you're here on this episode. Topics include life, business, mindset, full of kick-ass content and high energy. Enjoy the podcast, and remember, you too can smash through and keep going always. Lift people up and fix their crown without telling the world that it's crooked or it's fallen off or anything negative. You can do that with class and style and grace and everything. And what I mean by that is, in this day and age, there's always been this thing of, judgment and comparisonitis and everything, whether it's social media, whether it's magazines, whether it's media itself and the newspapers, wherever it is. I don't listen to any of that, okay? My default is to lift people up, to empower, inspire, and motivate people. And I always help them to fix their crown. So whenever their life is crumbling, whenever they're crying, whenever they're upset, everything like this, I help them to put the crown back on the head, okay? Because they're born with the crown. You are born with the crown. And you can lift other people up rather than tearing them down, having a go at them, judging them, making them feel even worse. But it is all about doing it with style and grace and dignity and wishing people well and being genuine, being really excited that they are traveling instead of being jealous, checking with your emotions. How are you feeling? What's going on with you? Do you know what I mean? I have always wanted to go to a country called Greece, okay? Have you been there? I have never been. I've been to so many other places, but I've not been to Greece yet. Okay, so the word's in the yet. Do you know how many people I see go to Greece? And I'm like, yes, enjoy it. Put your photos on. I want to see them. I am super excited. Okay, and I get them even more excited about traveling because I want to see the photos. I'm like, where are your photos? I want to see them. You know what I mean? And it's not a case of being in competition. It's not a case of being jealous. Jealous and Rebecca.x don't go together anyway. But the thing is that my default is to lift people up, and it is to empower them and fix their crown when it's falling. Because, people going through stuff, I'm going to tell you right now, I am going to call it right now. Are you ready? The strong people don't necessarily post on social media what's going on in their life. And what I mean by that is we do it behind closed doors. We don't just put it on social media and, all of this. Sometimes it comes a point where it's like, no, enough's enough, it's going on, whatever. But 9 times out of 10, as you will know one of these people, you may be this person yourself, you don't post everything about everything on social media. So you won't post everything that's going on in your life. Some people didn't know my mum had passed away for 4 days until I put it online. Okay. And then I put just one sentence and a photograph of me and mum, one sentence, and came off. You know what I mean? Whereas other people in my world actually were helping me, supporting me over those days leading up to that point, because I just went quiet. I just wasn't on social media, So the thing is that you don't know what's going on in someone else's life. So when you're out in the store, be nice, be kind. I always say lead with kindness, because you never know what's going on behind closed doors. Not everyone shows everything. Not everyone shares everything, okay? And the thing is that when the crown is slipping, whether you're a man or a woman, okay, when your crown is slipping, you need to surround yourself with the people who are going to uplift you, the people who are going to be the right support for you. The key is there, right support for you. Not the ones who are going to slag you off and put you down and shoot you down and judge you and say, oh, well, blah, 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 we told you so. It's like, you don't need these people. You don't need to know, I told you so. It's one sentence that I have never said. I've always vowed to my friend Donna, actually, never to say the words ever, I told you so. Because it's just like, that's like standing there going, I told you, arms folded and you're looking down at the other person. No. The only way you look down at another person is when you're lifting them up with your hands and you're pulling them up. Okay, you lift them up, fix the crown. You don't need to let everyone know what you're doing. Do you know what I mean? You need to help them. You need to fix them. You need to do whatever it is. Now, I'm not saying you need to fix the world. You can't fix everything. You know, you're not Olivia Pope from Scandal. You know, awesome Olivia Pope. Love that. You know, but the thing is that you can do it with dignity and style and grace and class. Okay, you can support, if you're in business, you can support another person who's in your industry without it being catty, shall we say, or, you know, nasty. You can actually genuinely support other people and lift people up. And the more people that we have on earth doing that, the better, because then it raises the vibe and it really is awesome. So check yourself, check other people, check your kids. What are they doing? Are they, you know, putting people off? Are they, you know, judging people? You know, you should never judge anyone. You've not walked in their shoes. You don't know anything about them. You know what I mean? You see it on the movies, you know, all this bullying and stuff going on in the workplace and people saying derogatory things. You see it on social media. I'm like, calling it out. It's like, no, this is not okay. Do you know what I mean? Now, I don't care how old you are. I don't care what you define as. I don't care what colour skin you have. I don't care what country you're from. I don't care what career you have. You do not have a right to talk down to other people and, you know, treat them like rubbish just because you're in a mood or just because you feel you're entitled to or whatever. You can get your message across and be respectful and kindful. Kindful, is that even a word? It is now. But, you know, you can be kind and you can lift other people up and fix their crown when they are crumbling. And they will always thank you for that. So remember who you are. Remember you're amazing. Remember you're incredible. And, you know, you never know when you'll need them people there to help you to be fixed and to fix your crown and help you to remember who you are, how powerful you are, that you are a king and queen, that you are amazing, that you are born with the crown on your head regardless, because we're all born with a crown. Okay, the nurses and doctors always say, watch the baby's crown when the baby's born. So go out there, have an amazing day, whatever it is you're doing. Pop over, I'll put the link in the show notes, pop over to Rebecca.x. Come and join us in the programs that I have. There's things there for life and business and transformational lives and mindset and everything. And I'll see you on the next podcast.